Jon Jones is back, and he's back crying and complaining to Dana White about being on the White House card. He dropped one of the most pathetic, absolute bitch-made videos I've ever seen in my fucking life to get on the White House card. He dropped a promo package. He's been crying and complaining all fucking, just for the last 5-6 months about getting on this White House card. But we're going to take a look at this video because it's genuinely one of the worst videos I've ever seen in my life. It's cringe-inducing. I've got to pause it every once in a while to get through it because of the stupid music, so I don't get copyrighted. But let's just watch this video, man.
In the summer of 2026, America turns 250 years old, and I couldn't be more proud to call myself an American.
If you're an American, my fellow Americans, if you're an American and Jon Jones represents you, you're a bitch.
I love this country, the people, the promise, the fight. This nation was built on courage and conflict, on belief that we could take on the biggest, the boldest, and come out victorious. That's how I've lived my life. I can't help but think, what a better way to celebrate America's fight than for its best fighter to put it on full display.
Right. What better way to celebrate America than for its best fighters to be on display? So we can go out, we can have Sean O'Malley can go out there, fucking throw Kayla Harrison on there. She's probably the best American fighter that we have. Corey Sandhagen can be on the card. Sean Strickland, we know he's real patriotic. Even people who claim like we can have Aljamain Sterling on that card, you know, decorated champion. Let's keep listening.
To remind the world who we are, not just a country of words, but of warriors. Maybe somewhere iconic, or maybe on a certain someone's lawn.
That's so fucking bro. There's no way you watch this and don't physically cringe.
Maybe somewhere iconic, or maybe on a certain someone's lawn.
Look at his fucking face, man.
On a certain someone's lawn.
Look at his. Oh my gosh, I hate this nigga so much. Look at his face.
All I know
bro.
is I'm fueled up, fired up, and ready. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the fighters who carry its spirit.
Bro, this is so painful to watch, man. Listen, Dana White was on record, on video, saying that it's 1,000,000,000 odds that Jon Jones ends up on the White House card. I don't believe him. I know when it comes to February, March, April, around that time, probably around March, they're going to announce Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones at the White House. I just know they are. I know they are. And it's a sad reality that we live in, that this piece of shit, criminal, disgusting, vile, like, you would spit on him if he wasn't a 6'4", 205, 260 pound, you know, MMA champion. Like, he's a worthless scum. He is the scum of the earth, literally. For everything that he's done in his life and what he continues to do. He's a narcissist. He's all the things under the sun, okay? He's a horrible human being, and he's making fucking crying promo videos trying to get on the White House card so he can fight someone who obviously he has an advantage over. Instead of fighting that, bro, I hate this nigga, man. Oh my gosh. Bro, every time I watch this video, man, this face.
Words, but of warriors. Maybe somewhere iconic, or maybe on a certain someone's lawn.
So gay. This isn't the only video, though. I'm recently, about a week and a half ago, he's on these weirdos podcasts where these guys are just basically dick riding him, talking about any and everything. He was making fun of Tom Aspinall and how he making fun of how he's a quitter and all that. But he was back on his White House campaign trying to get on that card. And this is what the dick riders and Jon Jones had to say.
It would be a blockbuster event. I think the whole world would come out.
It's a big card you keep talking about that you want to be on, a White House card, right?
Yeah, dude.
Who do you want for that? You want Pereira?
I'd like to fight Alex Pereira at the White House. I feel like he's incredible.
Why do you want to fight Alex Pereira, Jon Jones?
Really respectful. I feel like he's a household name in America and MMA. Everybody.
Now, if you know me, you know I'm the biggest Alex Pereira fan in the land, okay? Across the vast oceans and across the world. I am the biggest Alex Pereira fan in the world. when it comes to respect levels, Alex Pereira is an incredibly respectable fighter. When it comes to respect levels between how Alex responds and how he talks about his opponents and Tom Aspinall is up here and Alex is all the way down here. I've never heard Tom disrespect any opponent he's ever had. I've never heard him say anything bad about anybody ever. Alex makes trolling videos about his opponents and he makes promos and he fucking does this after he knocks them out and all of that shit. Talking about he must have just woke up from UFC 300 and all of that. And I know it's in retaliation, but just to combat what Jones is saying about the respectable part, there's no way you can think Alex Pereira is respectful, but not Tom Aspinall.
Knows who he is. He's a champion. He's in the conversation of being one of the greatest fighters of all time. It would be a blockbuster event. I think the whole world would come out. I beat many Brazilians over the course of my life. Either way that fight were to go, no one loses in that fight. It generates so many millions for the sport. There's just no losing when you have such high level people competing who respect each other.
When you talk about the White House and having the greatest American fighter of all time, I mean, how can you have a White House card without literally the GOAT?
Dick riders at the end. That's all true. Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira. I was telling people about this on Twitter. A couple days ago. Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira is, outside of a Conor or a Brock Lesnar fight, it might be the biggest fight of all time. Jon Jones, besides Conor and Brock, he's the biggest known name to casuals and just non-UFC MMA watchers. He's the biggest name, Jon Jones is, just because of his legacy and all of that, in and out of the cage. And Alex Pereira is moving into that household name, that casual non-UFC watcher combos, where if I'm around a lot of people who don't know anything about UFC or MMA. They only know about it because I talk about it. They know Alex Pereira's name. If I tell them about an Ilia Topuria, I have to tell them to go watch Ilia Topuria. But they know Alex Pereira. That's the point I'm getting at. Those would be that is the biggest fight. They're two big guys. Everybody wants to tune in to see two heavyweights fight. The bigger guys. That's always been a thing when it comes to combat sports. People like to watch bigger guys fight, and those are the biggest names in the sport. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see that fight. I don't think we should reward this kind of cowardice, this kind of just complete disrespect of the sport and disrespect of people in their time, like they want to do with Jon Jones. There's no way this fucker can sit out all of that time and come back and make promo videos and cry and complain and beg and plead Dana to come back for this White House card, which we don't even know if he's going to be able to be on there for. He could have a domestic violence case, or he could have a drug test failure, or he could just completely ruin the card like he's done bunch of cards before, a bunch of monumental cards in the sports history he's ruined. There's no way we should reward this. If he fights anyone, and I don't even want to see him fight again, because he's ass at this point. If he fights anyone, it needs to be Tom Aspinall. We can't let him escape that. We cannot let him escape that. Otherwise, don't let him come back. And Alex is pissing me off too, because Alex is making these videos calling out Jon Jones at the White House. And it's just bro, you're being taken advantage of. You really are. I'm sure Alex can go fight Tom Aspinall if he wants to. Alex can sit. He's already broken his foot, so he's out for a number of months. He can sit and say, okay, I'm going to watch Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. I'm going to fight the winner of that fight, move up and get 3 belts. And then if you win that fight, then fight Jon Jones. Then you can pull Jon Jones out of retirement. But otherwise, just relax. You don't need to give this. Beating Jon Jones, bro, am I going to call you the GOAT for beating Jon Jones? I don't think so. I think getting 3 belts at this point is better than the narratives that I'm going to hear about. Oh, Alex beating old, slow, fat Jon Jones. I getting 3 belts against a Tom Aspinall or a Cyril Gane. Tom Aspinall, not Cyril Gane. Getting 3 belts against Tom Aspinall does monumentally more for Alex's legacy and status in the UFC GOAT hierarchy than beating Jon Jones does. It does, because if Alex is already, I have Alex 8 right now, 7 or 8 right now. If Alex beats Tom Aspinall and gets a third belt, my nigga, you're not gonna argue with me about him not being the GOAT. Like, you're not gonna argue with me about him not being the GOAT. But besides that, it's just this is, as a real MMA fan on a serious note, I hate when people disrespect the sport and don't treat it like it's their life. Like they don't fucking love this shit. This is why I don't give a fuck about Conor McGregor anymore. I don't give a fuck about Jon Jones. He's disrespected the sport way too many times. He's wasted our time. He's wasted our money. And if you're a real logical human being, especially if you're a grown-ass man being like you're over the age of 20. When you set 17, 18, 19, you still a little wonky in the head. You still don't make the right decisions. You don't think the right way. When you're a real grown-ass man and you got shit to take care of, and you see the scum of the earth like this trying to beg and plead and crawl back into the space, it's just, you shouldn't really have time for it, bro. And if you don't think that way, if you don't think Jon Jones has been the biggest waste of time in the 2020s so far, and basically his entire career, but especially this decade specifically, bro, I don't even want to talk to you. But then there's this last video, this little short clip of him with the schmo fucking literally begging Dana White to let him on the White House card, and it's just so pathetic.
Wait to see you compete the White House. Can't wait to see it.
I know. I really hope it happens. Dana, bro, please, bro. Please, I'm training. I feel great, bro. Please, I'm training. Bro, please, bro.
Those are two fingers. Those are two fingers he stuck in Dana when he was fucking him during that whole little saga a couple months ago, allegedly, in GTA.
What happens, Dana? Bro, please, bro. Please, I'm training. I feel great. I'm healthy. And I'd be so honored to represent our country. And
you don't represent us. You don't. I don't even get into the whole patriotic. I don't even get into that shit. You don't represent me, little bro. If it's you versus anyone, if it's you versus Brazil and Alex Pereira, if it's you versus the United Kingdom or England against Tom Aspinall, nigga, I'm rooting for Brazil or I'm rooting for England. I'm not rooting for America in that point. And there won't even be real fans at the White House. This White House concept is already dumb enough. But having Jon Jones top it off, I just have to come with the conclusion. And you do too. Yes, you. You just have to know Dana White's gonna fold. He got the 2-finger combo from Jon Jones.
what happens, Dana?
He's throwing that little deuce in there. We know he's gonna be on a card. Dana wants to fuck Jon Jones in GTA, and it's just that's just the end of it. This whole saga that we're going through of him begging and fucking doing these promo packages. Load. Don't embarrass me like that. What is wrong with you? Don't embarrass me like that. What is wrong with you? Fuck.
Remind the world who we are, not just a country of words, but of warriors. Maybe somewhere iconic, or maybe on a certain someone's lawn.
He's such a fucking bootlicker, bro. It's crazy. He's such a bootlicker. He was doing a little Trump dance after that, regardless of whatever your political stance is. Watching him sit there soaking in fucking sweat, fat as fuck, body out of shape as a bitch, doing that dance. He's such a bootlicker, man. That's all I got for y'all today. I don't want to keep giving him my energy because I'm trying to keep my gaze open, and this is closing my gaze, this is lowering my vibration, talking about this scum, this leech, this vampire, this parasite. So that's all I got for y'all today. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want Jon Jones to be on this card or not, so I can argue with you and put you in the next video that I'm gonna make about my dumb comments. But that's it. Y'all have a great night. UFC 322 review is gonna come out on Sunday. I may or may not be live streaming the fight tomorrow for a fight companion, so tune into that and have a great rest of your day.